What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the reality, the reality
Period.
period. Duh. I'm your host, Pharaoh Famous. We're joined by one of our girls, Lisa Rose, baby. How you feeling about the girls?
It was a cute episode. I'm not as excited today, so it's not like something I want to gag over, but I'm here.
But we here, baby. Okay. Oh, motherfucking K. Bitch, I had a good time. This was cute. This was fun. This was fresh. We're moving along. We chugging along. So let's get into the motherfucking show. Okay. Thank you. So, firstly, they came back into the workroom. The girls came back into the workroom, and Lucky Stars has been eliminated. She didn't get the badonkadonk, so she's gone. All of the girls are crying. And I had saw this clip on Twitter, and it was funny as fuck because Joella was like, why the fuck is everybody crying?
And it's like, Joella, girl. I really admire Joella for being able to live in her delusion so confidently.
Yes. Very comfortable in it, which is actually kind of scary. No shade. Keeping Up with the Casey said, hey, y'all, the girl stepped up except for the usual suspects. I literally felt the same way this episode. I was like, okay, all the girls who I knew couldn't give it still didn't give it.
Yeah, you texted that too. Like, I feel like we really see who's at the head of the competition. Yeah. And for me, my mind goes to Anya Nerve, Ariette,
amen,
Susie Toot,
amen.
I'll say Crystal Envy,
amen,
Sam Star,
amen.
And Jules Sparkles is up there too.
I agree. Those are my people.
Those are the only ones who are like consistently giving something. If I'm missing someone, let me know. But I'm sure other girls will say Lydia B. Collins. And I will say, I was hearing what the girls were saying in the comments, especially like the whole, she has like a concept thing. And I guess I wasn't really getting that because I don't really understand where she pulls her concepts from. But I will say, like, the fit this episode, I was like, okay, I'm getting what the girls are saying. However, is it my fave? No. Oh, Lexi too. I knew I was forgetting somebody. I knew I was forgetting somebody.
She's the main girl.
That's the main one. She's winning. Out of all of those girls I named, I think winning potential, if Anya can keep it up, Anya. Now, I only say if she can keep it up only because she did not start off strong. And that is no shade to my sister.
That's no shade.
She did not start off strong. But she's here and she's in it. Crystal Envy, she has been, to me, consistently good. I loved her Meet the Queens look. I think that she's a really, really good structured drag queen. Now, like Sam Star, I mean, I guess Sam could win. I just feel like if you want to give Sam the win, just give it to Crystal. No shade. No shade. But and I think Lexi's the front runner to win. Like, I could easily see her winning. And Susie. I could definitely see Susie.
Susie is a big one for me.
One thing about Susie, girl, she makes a fan out of me as the episodes go by.
Yep,
like
same.
The way she gagged me this episode with her look, like I was like, Susie
motherfucker.
I didn't know you could tweet it up like that, mama.
And can every time. I was so surprised. I can't wait to get to her because I actually like her. Like at first I was like, yikes. No, but now honestly, she's forcing me. She's forcing me.
And it's because and we always talk about this, like with Crystal Envy. I was seeing people on Twitter say how she's really been killing it every single episode. Like, they're not understanding why she's not someone in the top. Because this episode she lost to Anya, and I know that had to hurt. I know that had to motherfucking hurt. Because she was the main one last episode in Untucked talking about I just think one of us deserved to be in the top 3 over Anya. And now Anya's number 1. And where are you, mama? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But it's literally because while her drag is very cunt, I think she looks cunt as fuck every time she steps out there and run away. I will say, I'm surprised she didn't win this episode because that look was nasty. That look was nasty, mama. But it's because there is no standout personality. Anya gives personality. She was giving cultural roots. She's giving, vibes. She gets a little pump in her step. I think Lexi is out there and different. Ariette is so out there. Susie is fucking Betty Boop. You know what I mean? I think the girls have something that's like, okay, boom. She doesn't really have that. Now, I don't think Sam Star necessarily has that either. However, she has a little bit more of a personality than Crystal Envy. Like, Crystal Envy's personality is, I'm good at
cardboard,
and I'm that girl. That's it. I think that's all I get from her.
That's it. It's just, it's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. And no shade, that's why it's not working. But let's get into it, child. So Anya is happy because she was in the top last week. Anya is killing it. Anya is killing it.
My mama, she was in
It's
the
so
top last week. She
surprising.
won this week. This is my mama. Because I feel like what she's giving in the challenges so far, that's all you got to give. Like, you ate this challenge up, and she had this small role. If she could continuously give that, and the looks are up to par, girl, I ain't gonna be in the finale. And I was not expecting that from that first episode.
Very surprising, very, very surprising. But she has that oomph, and if you have that charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent, like she has it.
Breakfast says, "Would you say Anya's on their nerves?" I love a girl that make bitches mad. Literally,
definitely though.
Literally.
But yes, no, she has that. She's literally cunt. And because she's cunt, she's gonna get it going. She's gonna make it.
I live, mama.
I live. And then Jules, bitch, bitter bitch ass. I almost said bitch, bitter ass. Bitter bitch ass.
She needs a storyline.
Diary room. That's the same bitch who stole my Jules, and she's in the.
She needs a storyline. That's why I said last episode. Make sure. Anya was nerving all of the bitches this episode because what Jules say? Oh, enjoy your moment, baby, because you'll never get another one. Oh, she just won the maxi, mama. Not everyone can say that.
You weren't even on the stage. You weren't even in a turn.
You were
either of the.
Ooh. But yeah, she needs a storyline. She has nothing else going on with her, so she has to cling to this. You see, Anya ain't bring it up once because Anya don't give a goddamn.
She's over it. Never mattered.
I'll keep it up because he says not too much on Jules. Girl, I don't like Jules.
Not enough on Jules.
I don't like Jules.
And I guess you're
gonna be the head Jules defender, Kasi, because I can't do it.
She needs somebody. She needs somebody because at first I didn't have no problem with Jules. At first, Lisa was like, "Oh, I don't know about the Jules."
Episode 2, I was like, something's weird about that girl.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna just let her have it." Wait. Never let a girl have it. Okay. Anyway,
it's not one of my faves, but the drag is tea. I mean, especially this competition. She's like I said, one of the best still here. Like I feel like I will say I can low key, unless it comes down to a situation where people are just flopping at the challenges. Ariette made me one of those people because she didn't perform well in this one, and we talked about, is she going to be able to act? Is she going to be able to be funny? My fear is that she won't be, so the looks won't fucking matter, and that's scary. But I feel like, I mean, if nothing else goes haywire, the next few boots should be Corey, Lana, Acacia. Who left?
Acacia.
I forgot.
Don't throw Lana in there just yet. It will be her.
I think Lana is in there.
It will be her. But Corey, Acacia,
maybe Ariette if she can't pick it up. Like I can see the top 6 already, and that's not disappointing because I could be wrong as fuck, but it's just like we can see who's giving it. Like this is episode 4, and people like Acacia ain't served once.
Yeah, and honestly, I will say this episode made me feel like the most normal new school, at least drag race vibes, because in the new seasons, this is how it feels. Very quickly, I know who the top girls are, and then we move forward. On season 13, I was like, okay, Gottmik and Simone will be in the end, and Gottmik and Simone were in the end. One of them seasons, I was like, okay, it's gonna be Gigi Hadid and Jada Essence Hall in the end, and guess who the fuck was in the end? Very early, I was like, okay, Mistress Isabel Brooks, duh.
Now, I did not think Jada Essence was gonna win, though. That gag.
I didn't think she was gonna win until I got there. I didn't know because I knew she won before I watched. So while watching, I was like, how does this happen? But when it happened, it happened. Okay. But that those last couple of people, it's kind of, it does become clear who knows drag, who's cunt. Okay. And then when you get that, you're like, oh,
sometimes like the resort is so gaggy though, because like when we were watching 14, I did not think Willow Pill would win. Like, I think because of kind of like the praise we saw her got, I was like, okay, it's possible, but I did not expect her to really just get the win. And then same with which All-Stars? Oh, Angeria winning All-Stars 9. Like, I think that she's a deserving winner. I just thought they were definitely going to get at the Roxy.
Thank God they didn't. But yeah. Anyways, we get to the Maxi Challenge, and Ru comes in and announces the challenge to them. They will be making a commercial for the greatest hits collections of Bitch, I'm a Drag Queen Volume 1 and Volume 2. So this is going to be based off iconic drag race moments, and they're going to have to make a song and a commercial based off of those iconic drag race moments or whatever, period. Now, No shade. I only knew a handful of those moments, y'all. I'm new to this. Not
Yeah,
true to this.
same. Even though
I was
I've
gonna
been
write them
so
down, but I
many
was like, I don't
seasons,
know this.
even though I've been so many seasons, I was like, ooh, some of these is running together, child. I don't know all of these, but it's really interesting. I feel like I'm not gonna give too much like critiques on like the acting challenges per se, only because like I feel like it's so subjective. Like when RuPaul be sitting there laughing his ass off, I'd be like, oh, I
Mhm.
don't, okay. So it's like I
Mhm.
don't want to say someone's performance was so terrible because it's very subjective.
It is.
Because I don't usually enjoy, I guess, like the comedy that they implement because sometimes it's funny and then sometimes it's really not. And let's be
Mhm.
real, it's mainly funny with the black queens. No shade.
No shade. No
The
shade.
other, it's
One thing
hard for the
about
other
me,
girls to really make me laugh. No shade.
One thing about me, I'm gonna have an opinion. I got an opinion on all of they acting jobs, period. And also, I get into the scripted of it all. So when I'm watching all these movies and all this, check out the Scripted Kingdom, guys. I do talk about scripted movies, scripted TV shows, all that shit over there. So yes, I'm gonna get into it. Can you act?
No, it's like I'm definitely gonna have an opinion. It's just that like for example, when because at the end of the day, the challenge is more important than the runaway looks. An episode
Right.
like this, I'm like, Ariete looked the best on the runway. Why is she at the bottom? And it's like because of the challenge. And it's like, I mean, but to me, like, other than Anya, my mama, a lot of the girls kind of gave the same things to me. So I'm just like,
Mhm.
I can't really differentiate. Like, I always
Mhm.
rely heavily on the runway look, only because some of these challenges, I'm like, well, who really did the best and who didn't?
I see what you're saying though. I will see. I will say that I do see what you're saying because a lot of them can be put in the same category. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. When we get there, we're gonna get there. So yes, they all start working on they parts and stuff. They all get certain parts. Some of them have to work together. Some of them are working alone. We'll get into it when we actually
Which
get
you
into the
definitely
video.
should have worked alone. Every girl who worked alone really got to like stand out and give a
Yes.
performance. Like every girl who had to work in a duo, someone outshined the other.
And that always happens. Well, unless you're the star and you're the one outshining, it don't matter. And that's the thing. Me personally, it wouldn't matter because I'm always fair famous.
Ooh,
Okay, you're
ooh.
not
I
outshining
mean, it's in
me.
the name. I can
Amen.
see a DR about that. Of course,
Amen.
I'm going to be the main character because I'm para famous.
That'd be every DR, actually. Fuck. Oh, I just won the challenge. Naturally, I am fair famous. Anyways, in the workroom, Sam Star has this idea with Acacia. And I wrote this down specifically because Sam Star always has an idea. The talent show, she was like, I'm going to get out there and I'm going to be the real country queen. I'm going to country it up. I'm going to eat that up. And she went out there and wasn't gagging.
She
The
has
next
a
episode,
concept, mama.
every time she has a concept, and that's that personality that Crystal Envy don't have. No shade.
Ooh.
No shade. But even this time, she's like, yeah, me and Acacia, we're going to do this ballroom dance. We're going to get down. We're going to get dirty.
But
And then the
I
girls
will
was
say
like,
you
what?
can really see that in Sam's drag too, because I feel like with Crystal, like we were saying earlier, like it's cunt, but sometimes it's not like out there enough. Like the fact that Sam Star walked out there with a full fucking bed on the back of her dress, that's
Yes.
cunty. And then her little cake look, very unique and out there. Like I think that Sam definitely gives some unique looks.
Personality,
Really. Oh my god, was that him or
let's
me?
put it on the floor. Chris, oh, it's me. Okay, I'm back. Hello.
You back?
Hello. Amen. Crystal Envy, she comes out there and she's cunt in a way that anybody can be cunt. I could have wore that and looked good. But what Sam Star does is Sam Star is unique to herself. That is very unique to her. Sam Star can pull that off.
True. And that's true. Like
Even
I think
that ugly shit from
looked
last
great
episode.
on her, but like that look
Yeah.
will probably look great on most queens.
Exactly. So it's like it's just almost too non-unique. That's what she's missing. She doesn't have the uniqueness. Does she even have the charisma? I don't know. Does she even have nerve? That's the thing. She has talent.
She's CNT. She's CNT. She got.
I don't think she's C. I'm not charismized.
I think she has charisma. I think charisma is set in any drag queen.
Okay.
Like, charisma's a given. You automatically get the C if you are a drag queen.
Okay. I'll let you have that. You definitely get the N and the T for me. The C and the U has to be earned. And she hasn't.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of girls do not have the T. Let's be real.
Oh. You get the N.
Yeah, you definitely got some nerve. You definitely got some nerve.
Yes, you automatically get the N because Yeah. But anyways, we go to practice. They start practicing them. So the Volume 1 girls are all practicing, doing their stuff. Da, 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 da. No shade. This is how you sometimes during practice, you already know somebody's gonna fail. Other times they surprise you. So I do like some of these practices. Because Arietti was already flopping at practice. No shade. Girls was like, where's Arietti at? She's fanning Jules Sparkle. Jules Sparkles is eating this shit up.
No, she was, and you could really see that in the final project. Because it wasn't like she was like, I will say in the final project, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to judge because in the final project, like yeah, Ariadne had less like energy, but Jules wasn't just like killing her on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't that huge of a difference, but I guess you could tell.
So Lisa, this is what I was gonna ask you too. How much of this is personality? Because in off of drag, when they're in the workroom, Jules Sparkles is more of the Regina George of it all, and Arietti does kind of give the more. I'm just her friend. We cool. I'm cool with everybody. Da 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 da. But Jules Sparkles, she monopolizes spaces, for lack of better words. So it's like, how much of their performance is almost just personality? Did Arietti just need to find a role that fit for her personality? Or is she really just bad at this? That's why I'm like,
well, it depends, because she was also kind of sad about her girl leaving Lucky, and things like that. So maybe she was just a little bit over it. I hope that's kind of what it is, because if she is just bad, then that sucks, because really really great looks, and I would hate to see all of that go because she can't fucking act. Girl, act.
And then I think it's more so like she needs to hone in on what she can do and thrive on, because the role she had, there's a lot more you can do with any role. Like we saw what Anya Nerve did. Very simple role, but she made it her. She demanded the screen, and you can demand the screen without doing too much. Arietti just needed to demand the screen. But hey, we'll see. Some of the other girls, I didn't like what they were doing, no shade, but I did notice that Crystal Envy, she is like a director. She's like, oh, you do this, you do that, choreo, we're gonna eat this up. And that also goes into what we've been saying about her. Like, you're a little too structured. And because you're so structured and neat and clean and cut, eventually it blends in with the rest. If I read a paper that's perfectly typed, no mispunctuations, no grammar issues, I'm gonna think this is AI. And that's what she comes across as, AI. Crystal Envy feels like an AI character. They literally had a girl who was AI, a robot, come and play the game. That's what it feels like. It's too non-personal.
Very on the nose of like, she just does, like, it's like, honestly, she just does everything perfectly. Like, it's like, you win your little flaws here and there. Like, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's weird. Because it's like, she's not a bad drag queen at all. It's just like, you have to be the standout. You know, you have to have something that, okay, boom, that is Crystal Envy. And it's like, that's what we just don't have. But the thing is, though, because isn't her drag mother or grandmother that's Trinity the Tuck? She's associated with Trinity. And, you know, Trinity, she was able to go on and win All-Stars. So I feel like, you know, she ran into those issues on her first season. But in an All-Star season, you know, she was able to basically use her same talents and get to the win. So I feel like Crystal could even still win this season. It really just depends on what Rue is looking for. I just feel like when Lexi's right here, Anya's right there, Sam Star is your goddamn main competition, and she's eating you up. So I'm like, well, in the game, I don't think she's eating you up in the looks, but I mean, hey, they're way more receptive to Sam Star than they are to you. So I just feel like what she's giving isn't going to be able to really outshine the other girls.
I agree. It's just too neutral.
Oh, Sam Star is Trinity's drag mom. Oh, wait. Trinity is Sam Star's drag mom. Oh, then what's Crystal Envy?
I thought Crystal Envy was related to someone. She's definitely associated with someone too. Maybe not. No, I think she definitely is. Either way, no shade.
She's been in pageants though. A lot of the pageant queens give the same energy.
Not y'all confusing y'all white girls. They do look similar though. I get it.
Shade.
Stop. No shade. Shit, either of them could be anybody.
No, but I feel like it's so interesting to compare Crystal and Sam, only because I do think they're the same archetype of drag queen.
Yeah, they very much so are. But volume 2 starts practicing. We see some of the girls.
Oh, Crystal's drag sister is Jasmine Kennedy.
Oh, that's it?
Jasmine Kennedy, I think that's it. That is it. Okay, girl. Okay. Well, so she's not even, but she's a pageant girl. It goes back to even worse. Pageant girl. It's like the pageant girls are very structured. Their drag is very neat. They're used to dancing. They're used to, because you know, in a pageant, you have to do the talent show. You have to do the da-da-da-da. So it's still very, very put together. And that's why, like, I think it's easy to make the Trinity comparison. And you could even say Alyssa Edwards, because they're both pageant girls. Like, Basically, any pageant girl that's been on the show basically kind of gives this.
Girl,
well, especially the white ones. No shade.
She needs to stand out really, really bad because I'm not seeing it, and it's never no shade. But
oh, Trinity is Jules' drag aunt. That's who else she was related to.
Yeah,
I will
Jules
say
and
I'm
Ham.
very shocked that she's not related somehow in that family because like she really gives that energy.
I hate to say it, it's kind of worse that she's not related. That means you're just boring on your own. At least get it from somebody. Damn, I hate to say that, but no, like get it from somebody. I guess it's from the pageant world. But back in the workroom, the girls start talking, and I love when they get into these discussions because I start learning things. Susie 2.
Oh, we didn't get into the volume 2 people.
Oh, the volume 2 girls. Susie 2 was a key already. No shade. The girls were gagging for sure.
She was eating it up. Like I knew that was gonna be a gag and a half. And then when she gives in the runway, I'm like, girl, Susie, she's taking it. She is taking it. Now, do I want Susie to win if she's in the end game with Anya and Lexi? Susie, you better bow the fuck out. We're not having another Willow Pill situation. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. I'm sorry.
Oop. Miss On Your Nerve was already on your nerves.
Girl, I was so excited to see that. She was the only one I was like, I'm excited to see this finished product. Like, I need to see it. And she ate it up. Like, she ate it up. I'm
not going to lie, because they were gagging, and I was like, what is this really going to give when it's on the actual screen?
Ooh. And mama, it gave. Like, that's what I love about On Your Nerve. Like, she's very much so expressive with everything. Her walk, the way her facial expressions are, the way she rocks her gowns and her pieces. Like, oh my God, I need her to keep this energy because I feel like she's such a dark horse in this competition. Like, I did not expect this.
Yeah,
and like, I really want her to stay like this front runner because especially with the black drag queens this season, I was thinking Lana may be a main front runner.
Yeah,
I never really saw it for Corey, but I thought Corey would be better than this. So the fact that I truly thought Anya would be one of the lower queens this season when I first saw her first looks, but this is a fucking mother.
But she's the top queen.
This is
right
my
now.
mother, and I'm sorry for ever doubting you. Okay.
Okay. Lexi Love is laying on a bed. I was very afraid for Lexi Love. I knew the look was gonna turn it, but when she was sitting on that bed doing nothing, I was like, girl, get the fuck up.
It really ate. Like, and I think that's kind of what I just go back to. Like, the ones I remember are the individual ones.
That's true. And you have to have personality because it's all about that. And I'm going to keep getting on Crystal Star ass. I mean,
Crystal Star. Oh,
Crystal Envy ass.
Not you. Combine their names.
Hey, Crystal Envy ass because, girl, if you don't have the personality, you're not memorable. And that's the issue. Lexi Love can lay in a bed and eat it up. On Your Nerve can stand there and eat it up. You have to be able to do that before I give you the charisma, the C. No shade.
I see what you mean.
Corey King laying on the floor.
Love to do turns and flips and hair flips and back flips and death drops and splits. But sometimes all you got to do is stand there and give face.
Why the fuck is Corey King laying on the floor?
She wanted to give
Get up!
She can't give Lexi.
She can't give Lexi. She wanted to give Plain Jane. That's her fucking problem. She's always wanting to give somebody else. Oh, well, where's this outfit from? Oh, it was Plain Jane made it. Oh, well, what is this? Oh, it was definitely inspired by Monet.
And then we saw you be inspired by motherfucking Monet. We've seen you be inspired by Bob. Corey, where's the king?
Be inspired by Corey King. Oh, wait, you can't. So anyway,
but even then, it's like she says her style is like that Barbie thing, but no shade, Trixie kind of already is giving that.
And then you're not even eating up the Barbie thing. If you're gonna be the Barbie, be Black Barbie.
Yeah, I do want to point out this comment. Breakfast says Anya feels like the first queen in a long time that could have like a Bob the drag queen trajectory, because apparently he was making bitches mad too, and he was. The girls were mad that season. But I will say in general, to piggyback on that, I think that's why I like Anya. Anya gives me kind of old school drag race a little bit. Like I like the energy she walks down that runway with. It's like you are a seasoned girl, okay? Like
she's new to this.
That's the thing. So I'm just like, I think that's really is what's making me stick to her because the looks that have been great, which is the last few episodes, like I am really, really enjoying it.
Look at this comment.
Oh my God, Sarah Ann
George says,
now why would Sarah Ann say this?
It's not giving Black Barbie, it's giving Dennis Rodman.
Oh my God. Black Barbies in the city, fat ass
Fat
and
ass
pretty
and pretty
titties.
titties to confiscate the money. That girl is a real pussy, please. Can I say pussy on YouTube?
We
Anyways,
already did.
twice.
We've done that multiple times.
Many times. Okay. Oh, my pussy. But anyways, that was that. Oh, also, Corey King has this idea because the whatever moment she was referencing, it had somebody who was in a chicken costume and it was ugly. She's like, oh my God, last episode, I just had an ugly chicken costume on. Well, you know what I could do? I could wear the ugly chicken costume and I could rip it off and it'll reveal a better looking costume. That was your first problem. The other costume didn't look better. It looked just as bad.
First competition, but
None of them looked good. That was because she was like, oh, this one looks bad, so I'm gonna rip it off and show the better one. Both of them were ugly. That's your problem. You don't have
I don't know what she be thinking for real. I'm so not shocked.
And then they look the same.
I truly think unless she get the dunk, she probably will be going next. Like,
thank God. Please, I don't need to see her anymore. You're not giving me anything. Even the personality is like a combination of other previous drag queens. I don't need the ultimate black queen, and you're not even the ultimate. The wannabe, I don't even know what to call her. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my God. I feel bad because I did not want to be on her neck like this. I did not.
She shouldn't be looking a mess like this.
Well,
or getting outdressed like this. Or never impressed like this. Like, girl, eat it up. And then we won't get on your ass. But she's not eating God.
But we're both part of the kingdom.
No, we're a part of the kingdom. She's a abominator. What's the Bob the drag queen man's called?
I don't
know. Exchangers. She's the
Exchangers.
Anyways, they get back to the workroom. They get to work. Okay. And this part is so fun because the girls start talking about, you know, what they got into, how they got into it. And I love that. So Lexi Love is asking a few questions. She first asks, who started drag on Halloween? I didn't know this was a thing. I didn't know this was like, oh, you're one of the Halloween queens. But Susie too admits that she was one of the girls who got into it during Halloween. I mean, I think that makes sense, I guess. Like, you know, you're dressing up. A lot of people take Halloween seriously. And then you get out there. But that was just really cute to me to learn that like people can start drag through that. So many different ways to start drag. Because even later, she's asking them about like, who feels like this is something that they needed to do to like get something off their chest or something like that. Or that it was a necessity. And Jules Sparkles, she starts off, she's like, she felt like it was a necessity because she couldn't really express her gender. She felt like she was stuck in this little box of having to not wear skirts. She couldn't wear makeup. She couldn't do anything like that. And so this was a good way to kind of just let that all out and express it all, which I love. And then we got a little deep. Yeah. Lexi tells her
Lexi has a past, child, but that's what makes Lexi so endearing. Like, I love that.
It's very, very sad. Because Jules Sparkle said she used to only be able to do that on dolls. And Lexi was like, "Ooh, girl, I could never have dolls." Did you never wanted to play with dolls?
No, I wasn't.
I wanted to play with dolls a little bit. I'm not going to lie. So instead, I never asked for dolls. Never got that far. But instead, I would like play with toys, like action figures or like little stuff.
Faggot.
Queen. Or like little stuffed animals and stuff like that. And I would just, you know, do that to kind of, I guess, just express a part of my personality that I felt like I couldn't really do around the house. And I remember one time I was a tad too old to be doing all of that. But I was still trying to do it sometimes. Like, I don't know. I had this whole world in my brain. And it was like, oh, I can't show this world. So I like tried to do it with the things I had in the area. So I was still doing it at like a 10A, like I was going into middle school or something like that. I was too old, at least in my parents' opinion. And I was still like trying to do it. And one time I got in trouble because they was like, why the fuck is you playing with these fucking dolls? You too damn old. I was like, damn. Not in trouble. She was like sit in the corner and stare at the wall for the rest of the night. I said, damn. And so I was doing it. This actually, oh my God, this story goes on longer because I just remembered. So I was sitting in the corner
for a while.
I'm finished my story too. So I was sitting in the corner staring at the wall. And then I was standing there thinking to myself, and I was like, why the fuck am I in trouble? Actually, I'm not finna stand at the wall. So I left. And my mama was like, where are you going? And I was like, I'm not finna stand at the wall for playing with dolls. And she was like, why the fuck not? And I was like, because I didn't do anything wrong.
Ooh,
So I sat there and I went to my bed and I laid down and she sat there mad. And that was my awakening. And then from then I was gay. So anyways, Lexi tells her story that she didn't have dolls, and then towards her 18th birthday, her mom found out that she had a boyfriend. And she was like, if you're gonna have a boyfriend, then you got to get the fuck out.
And that's so sad how a lot of people have those experiences. Because I feel like through watching Drag Race, I'm learning more about that. Like how, because I've always known about like these houses and things like that, and this is my drag mother, my gay mother, this is my sister, like things like that. But I never really knew like how it starts, and it mainly starts from terrible parents kicking out their fucking children. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I really don't understand. Like, people do not have children to raise another person, and I think that's the problem. They have children for their own personal reasons. Like, you have to first of all, a child is an entirely different entity than you. Like, yeah, you had the person, but you don't have ownership of that person, especially once they get to a certain age. So it's like, but to not have undying love for your child, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I remember they be dragging the fuck out of Dwayne and Gabrielle for supporting Zaya, and it's like, so y'all want them to kick her out, and like how you
not support
you ignorant baboons would do? Like, I'm so fucking confused, which is so crazy, is because she gets so much hate from the black community, and it's the black community that be like, oh, we gotta be all pro-black, very much pro-black, until it's a black trans person, a black gay person. Okay,
like that tea.
That's why you baboons gonna stay the fucking
clock that tea. No, that is very weird. Like, I don't understand. I genuinely can't comprehend it.
Like, imagine being mad at a parent for being a parent.
Like, what? For accepting their child.
Mind you, and it's really pissing me off for the black community, because y'all accept pedophiles, y'all accept rapists, y'all accept
get into it. Oh, don't wake it up like that.
Gangbangers, murderers, all type of fucking shit. But let you literally just express yourself differently than the quote unquote norm. So many people are just bastardized and brainwashed.
Just be yourself. Just being yourself is a problem, and people shouldn't support
it. Because so many gay people have this story, and I'm so thankful that I had a family that would accept me, because I don't know where I would be at to this day. But it's so sad, and it's even more sad that people think they're allies, but then spew such like disgusting and nasty shit. Like, it's just like, it's just so annoying. And the thing is, none of it matters if you just minded your business.
Amen. The fuck? Like, what they're doing with their kids don't matter with you. If that's the thing, even like, I think that's the issue. They think their kids are their business. They think their kids are them. It's such an attachment situation with the parent to kid relationship specifically. So many parents believe that the kid needs to do exactly what they want them to do, is their legacy. You're holding the family name. You're doing, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm my name. I'm holding my name. I have weight on my name, and you have weight on yourself, and you're showing that you're a bad person. So your legacy is going to be bad, because that's you. And
it's so sad, especially because a lot of people, it stems from societal pressures. Like, I remember one thing my dad said to me before, like, oh, you can't be gay because I'm not gonna be able to hang around you in public and da 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 da. What? You're scared to hang around your son in public because he may be gay, because you're scared of what people are gonna say about you? Because that's the thing. Like, as a kid growing up, my dad beat it in my head to not be gay, which I don't know why parents do that, because it never works. Hang it up.
It doesn't work.
If the baby is gay, the baby gonna be gay.
You're not God, babe.
You're not. No matter how much sports you put them in, no matter how much straight TV you try to make them watch, all type of shit. If the nigga is gay, the nigga is gay. Period. But it's like, that is so crazy. So I have to, basically accept myself without any support from you, because you're scared of what other people are gonna say. Like what? Especially because now to this day, we don't talk as much, but he accepts the fact that I'm gay. So it's like, why did you try so hard to, like, it's just weird. Like, he doesn't care. He just feels like other people are gonna care. So he has to care. And it's like, you don't even care. You just mad that other people are worried about it. And it's like, who gives a fuck what other people think?
And then get this. Most of these parents are more concerned at society knowing them as the person with the gay son or the gay child than being concerned about society knowing them as the person who disowned their child. You disowning your child is less hurtful than them being gay. them just being different, them just having a different personality or liking the same gender. That's worse to you than you being known as the deadbeat father or the deadbeat mama or the mama who kicked their kid out at 18, at 17, at 16, at 15. Now you're known as the lady who doesn't have no kid because she kicked them out instead of the lady who has a kid who likes the same gender. And that is what you prefer. That's sick and scary and frightening. And it really comes down to society. And that's what's unfortunate, because let society have came across differently, none of them would care. You only care because society told you to care. The epitome of a follower.
And that's been the thing across time. That's why I don't understand why people also get upset when you compare struggles. You know what I mean? Like, I know a lot of people will get upset when you compare the struggles that the LGBT community go through to the same as the Black community. Well, first of all, let's break that down. It's a comparison. That means that there are differences and there are similarities. That's what a comparison is. So of course it's not the exact same scenario, but if you go through it, there was a time where it was normal to hate Black people. You know, now it's not. Some people still do, but now it's not normal. There's a time where it was normal to hate women. Some people still do and give them no rights, you know, but that's not normal anymore. Right now, it's very popular to hate trans and drag queens, but not too long ago, it was popular to hate gay people. See, the thing is, the girls got over gay people a little bit, not fully. But when you start bringing in the trans and the pronouns, and that's where they was like, oh, hold on. So this too shall pass, and you bitches is going to get over it. But at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what someone else is doing with their life?
Nobody. And you know what's crazy? No one actually personally cares. And I think that's what blows my mind the most, is that when you really break it down to the core of who that person is, they don't care. Like you said about your father, my parents, they did the same thing. They were trying to steer me away from being that way. Then I told them and they were like, oh, we don't give a fuck. Why did you think we would give a fuck? And I'm like, well, I thought you would give a fuck because my entire life you were pushing me towards a certain direction that wasn't that. Whole time you don't care. But the first thing my mom told me when I let her know was, well, you know, when you go out there, you can't really be showing people that you're that way. Be careful.
Like, no, you can't do that.
You can't. Uh-oh. You're scared. You would be afraid. You would have anxiety about that. I don't have that same trauma. Sorry. So I don't have to move that way.
And I feel like that's what I feel like I'm dealing with even today, though. Like, and especially like I feel like a lot of Black gays, you know, because hypermasculinity is very, very toxic in the Black community.
Yes.
At least that's from my perspective, because I'm in the Black community. So it's like a lot of gay Black men are also just scared to express femininity. Like, I wouldn't say I'm a necessarily like feminine person, especially when you first look at me in public. But it's like I feel like that's because of the fear growing up. Like that's why I like watching Drag Race. Like I respect seeing people who are able to live in their truth, because if I didn't go through those traumas as a kid, who knows how much I would be expressing who I am. And it's just so sad that like society will really box you in, and it's like, you know, it's hard to break out of it.
You literally have to break out of it. That's what's crazy. Even like my parents, I love my parents. No matter of all those situations that occurred, all the things I felt, I love them because they're in the same trap that I'm in. I'm still in the same trap of society. My kids will be in the same trap of society. And it really, like, learning takes generations. Like, there was a time where their parents felt like it was normal to hit on them or like physically, or to hit on their wives. And they had to grow out of that and learn not to do that in their relationship. Now I have to grow out of them feeling like I can't live freely as myself. It's so many different traumas that are passed on and on and on. And you kind of you literally have to break the chains, especially with the Black community. It's bad. Sometimes it's bad what some of the people will allow. I'm still seeing stories to this day about Black families allowing, you know, people touching on the kids, all of that. It's crazy. And it happens everywhere, and it happens in every race, and it happens in every ethnicity, every situation. But I do think a lot of the trauma that Black people have held over the years is still lingering. And to be frank, a lot of other races don't have that same trauma that's lingering. They have different traumas, and it allows them to kind of be a little bit more free. Like, even sometimes, like, being gay, and like Lee was saying about how sometimes it feels restricting in the Black community specifically. It's like, ooh, can I fully be myself in that space? I have to assess. I'm around people who look just like me. They look just like me. And I'm still not sure if I can fully express myself, because I know there's a community of people within my community that won't accept me. And then I feel like with white people, to be frank, there's a lot more of them. And then also there's a lot less of that trauma because, bitch, they didn't have to go through what we had to go through. So gay white people can kind of go in a lot of more spaces and feel a lot more freedom over there. Girl, we got into a whole TED talk.
We did.
I know that's the
Learn something from this. I love this comment. I'm so glad y'all started doing Drag Race because now I get to hear the side of y'all with these amazing conversations. And I actually like that too because, you know, we're gay. Why are we not doing Drag Race?
And now we are. No bars. So after this, on your nerve, she discusses how she embraces her culture.
Now, I will say, it's no shade. This gave scripted down. Joella randomly was like, I mean, Anya, you know, I have issues with expressing my culture. How do you do that? I just felt like it gave very much. The producer told her to ask the question, which I don't mind because I love seeing these conversations. But it's just like, girl, be a little more natural. I don't know, especially because she already spoke. So either she was lying then or she's lying now. Mm-hmm. But she already spoke about how she likes to incorporate her Asian culture in her drag.
Right.
Now, unless she's admitting that it's not good because that entrance,
it's not. Good. That's what I took from it. I was like, she's telling us right now.
But it was more so the tone in her voice. It was like, girl, someone told you to say this.
It did feel.
I mean, I got to learn more about Anya, so I was seated.
Yeah, I loved it. Because Joella does ask the question, and honestly, she did need advice. Looking at the looks that she gave, so I'm glad she got some because and Anya, you know what she mentioned? She mentioned also taking of course African American culture and putting it in her drag, but also looking back at even where her ancestors came from Africa, and also incorporating African culture as well. And then I like that. That's very, like, I feel like appreciative for her to include all of it, because at the end of the day, even if she didn't experience it, like she said, her ancestors did. That is where her ethnic background came from. And Joella, I feel like, fully justify my feelings about Anya, because I know a lot of times African American people, they don't feel too connected to African culture, and honestly, we can't. It got disconnected, literally. Yeah. So I get it. But I like that Anya does it because Joella said it herself. She's like, honestly, with her, she feels like in America, she whitewashes herself. She does try to make sure that she blends in. And I do feel like one thing that I love that Black people tend to do is that Black people, we're not trying to blend in, bitch. We are definitely not trying to blend in a lot of the times. And have noticed
why the girls be motherfucking mad.
That is why they be mad.
And that's also the reason why Black culture is literally all around the world. Because
we go all around the world.
I mean,
go all around the world. But yeah, Joella talks about like how with her, she feels like she wanted to blend more in with white culture, honestly. And so she whitewashed herself and she didn't really embrace that. So now when she's trying to in her drag, she's struggling a little bit, which I mean, I agree. I saw a struggle. Yeah, but
that Joella didn't serve one good look this entire season.
Lisa!
Did I lie?
No.
Okay.
All right. So, boom, after this, cover girl. Put some bass in your walk.
Some bass in your walk.
Head to toe. So let's get into these matches. Let's just hop into them, baby. Because Volume 1 went first. I got all of Volume 1 here. We can talk about Volume 1, child.
Oh, you got picks for these two?
Mm-hmm. That's what I was doing at the end. I was like, it's a child. Because honestly, no shade, some of them I would have forgot. If Acacia forgot, actually.
Yeah, I don't remember Acacia's at all.
Did she go?
Don't know. I forgot. That should not be her name. Like, her drag cannot be this bad for that to be her name. Girl.
Yes. It's a setup. It's truly a setup. So at the top left, we have Miss Lana Jarre and Miss Lydia B. Corlins. I was not gagging once.
Well, actually, I did like Lana, especially when they did the praise dance. I thought she was like the best in there. She was feeling it, bitch. Okay. So I feel like Lana could be a dark horse, especially in this scene where she's like sitting on her head playing the banjo. Like, I just feel like she really embraced this like character that she was in. So I feel like Lana, you know, she could still belong for this competition, especially if she's able to bring it in these challenges. Of course, she wasn't the main character. Like we were saying earlier, it seems like the girls who had a partner didn't really shine that much, because even looking at this board, the two most boring ones were Lana's and Lydia's and Ariette's and Jules to me.
I agree.
I loved Harmona's, Joella's, and Crystal like the most, for sure.
Yeah, I just didn't like it, honestly, personally. And the reason, one of my notes was it wasn't dramatic enough. Like on drag specifically, you have to be as camp as possible. And they were like standing there and they were playing and they were being, dramatic, but not dramatic enough. I needed them to go full blown, full out, like do the most. And I think some girls, they don't know how to let loose, or they don't know how to do the most. Do the fucking most. The banjo should have been broken. I would have broke the banjo. I would have, like, you got to do a lot. Like, I would have broken on her something. Like, they're hitting each other.
Wait.
Yes.
Now, I will say the most standout part is Crystal Envy doing this goddamn tumbleweed.
It's tumbleweeding in the back. That was hilarious.
That's funny.
They should have been the tumbleweed. They should have turned into tumble. I don't know. Like, be camp. Give it all so you can be remembered, because otherwise, after I see 10 different commercials, I have to remember yours. Yeah. Will I? No. Next, Joella. Now, who I did remember was Joella's. I'm not going to lie.
I thought she did really good. Literally, if her drag just wasn't shit, she could have got past this episode.
I agree.
But I'm not shocked that she didn't, because the looks are continuously bad. Bad. And like, there's been so many times in Drag Race where I'm like, previous history should take priority in some cases. Like, it doesn't matter if she served it up in this challenge, even if she came out with a good runway. Like, she has been sucking all of this time. Like, if it was a great runway, like really, really up there, and it's like, okay, girl, you deserve your spot. But what she came out in, fucking terrible. If she came in anything like slightly better than that, she would still deserve to be in the bottom two, because you aren't serving anything.
I agree.
Like, at some point, like, when are we going to, give you
that? When are you going to be?
And that's where it's really scary for certain girls, because once you in that bottom and you make it out, they're way more critical. That's why I feel like Corey, her time may be short. Now, someone said in the chat that she low-key gave Lipstick Assassin. However, this was against Joella. Yeah. So I don't want to put too much on it, but I could see that as well, because
against some of the white girl, because the other girls towards the bottom are not. I don't think Anya or Lana yet will be in the bottom. So if Corey keeps getting in the bottom, it might be against a girl she can probably turn out. I do,
which I could definitely see. So as soon as I heard this song, I was like, oh, Corey got it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like, most times, if it's a black queen doing a black song, they're turning it. I'm sorry, they're turning it. It makes sense. I mean, she was doing the rap. Joella didn't know none of the words. Of course, Joella didn't know the goddamn words.
Ciao. Next, we had Jewel Sparkles and Ariete. I was bored as fuck.
I was bored. My sister was. She was kind of lacking. It's no shade.
Ariete was lost. I will say. But Jules, honestly, I just didn't like either of them personally. I was like, okay, this is whatever. I'm not even gonna take into account how y'all looks.
Yeah, personally. It was cute.
Hormona Lisa, I wrote no notes.
And literally,
I wrote no notes for a reason. I left it blank because I had nothing.
You literally fully left it blank, and I came back and I was like, 8 down. The fuck? I'm sorry. There's something about Hormona. She really has a special place in my heart. I don't know why.
I can't agree with that. She has it factor.
I really like the energy that she has. It's so quirky. It's so fun, and her drag is not bad. It's sometimes. I don't think it's bad. We were saying she may give Tina Burner and Nina West, and I don't think it's giving.
She's not giving that, I will say.
But you in this bonnet, flip it back. I don't know. Something about Hormona I really, really enjoy, and I thought she ate this, especially because this is one of the moments I actually remembered when homegirl volunteered to go home herself. Like, in the practice, it was like, why is she laying down? Why is she not? It worked so well for the moment, like the theatrics, the drama, because it's a very simple scene, and she turned it into this hilarious situation. And I think, like, as far as like funny, she was the only person I actually laughed at. Now, it could be because, like I said, I knew the moment she was referencing like very well, but I just didn't think anyone else necessarily made me laugh other than her.
The only one who made me laugh was Joella. I'm not gonna lie. Out loud. That's all.
I thought Joella's was cute. I was like, I don't think she's gonna be able to give this, and she gave it. I was like, okay, it's cute.
Yeah. Crystal Envy, she did what she did. It gave me Lucy Liu from Charlie's Angels. If y'all have seen that, she has a scene where she basically is a teacher. She does the same thing. She was a boss, whatever. It gave me that, but other than it giving me that, it didn't give me anything else.
No, I really don't remember it. I just remember the feeling like, okay, she ate this.
She just snap. and you, and you, and then she slapped everybody around, and then she boom. It was fun. It just that's it. It was fun for that time, and then we moved on to the next one. So yes, the next volume 2 of Bitch I'm a Drag Queen. Susie 2, I'm sorry, she toots it.
She's
2
taking
for
it.
me.
She's taking it. Anya, girl, watch out, because it's your competition, girl.
That's your competition. Because
Because
she can
Susie,
let loose. She can
yes,
step
I
outside
was
of
so
herself.
scared that she was gonna be stay restricted in this like 1920s Betty Boop thing, and she's really, really switching it up, and I love that. Especially like this episode when her runway look like even different makeup slightly. Like it wasn't like fully from the white face because she loved that white face.
Yes,
But like it was a
different.
little bit tweaked. I was like, okay, Susie, and
Mhm.
I loved her role. Like it wasn't like I said, it wasn't something that I like laughed at, but she really gave the performance, which I don't even think I was supposed to be laughing. So she ate.
Yeah, no, she ate for sure. Sam Star and Acacia did their little burlesque ballroom. I was
This was
bored
the
as fuck. This was
worst.
my worst one. Both
It
of them
was
should be
the
the bottom
worst.
2 just for this.
Literally.
I was like, what the fuck?
Also, this is Acacia and who?
Acacia and Sam Star.
Now Sam look 8. Acacia definitely should have been at the bottom, but her look wasn't that bad this episode.
No, it was. So she should have been.
Well, I'm thinking about it, like Corey performance was bad, and then the drag it was
okay. Yeah, compared to Joella and but she should have Arietta being in the bottom instead of Acacia. That's the problem.
Yeah, especially based off past performances. But I will say for this episode, I didn't hate her runway look. And if they felt like this performance was good enough, then I understand. Because I didn't like Corey's runway look and I didn't like Joella's. So maybe they're thinking how I'm thinking, where like a lot of these girls on the same playing field, let's go based off the runway. And if that's the case,
I get that there.
Corey and Joella.
We already discussed Miss Anya Nerve.
My mama. I mean, look, I literally want to go back and watch.
She started scatting.
She was eating, and then like the facial expressions is literally like she was singing it herself. Like 8 down, like she 100% deserved to win this episode.
1000%. I would have gave her the win just from this. She could come out in anything. Well, no, don't come out in anything. But yes, she definitely deserved this win for sure. Lexi Love got off that damn bed. Thank God. She started off on the bed, but she stood up and got off the bed, and then she started giving it.
I was definitely giving personality. It was giving fun. It was giving great. Like Lexi is just someone that continuously performs in the top of the pack. Like this is a very consistent girl.
So last and least, Corey King. Now I have to say, this is going to be so weird. I don't even know how to express this. Corey King did the most with her performance, in my opinion. It was just the most bad. Like the other two, like every other performance, they kind of just didn't do that many different things. Corey King was on the floor waving around. She got up. She had eggs thrown in her face. She walked around. She got beat up by them. She slipped on the egg. She had a lot of different elements. It was just stupid. It didn't.
The only good moments were when she accidentally slipped. Like that was.
And even that, I wasn't gagged. I didn't give a fuck personally, because it's like I don't know what you're doing. I don't get it. You're pulling off your ugly dress for an uglier dress. That wasn't a moment. I don't know. Like, what? Get up. I don't know. I hated it. I hated it so bad. And she just did so much, but it didn't work. It's like you're trying so hard and it's still failing. I don't know. It's scary. It's truly scary, and I hate to say it. But boom. Let's get into these runways, girl.
The category is quilted for your pleasure.
Quilted for your pleasure, baby. And this is pleasure.
Lexi,
and it's quilted. Miss Lexi Love.
I just love Lexi Love. I thought this was just a beautiful look. Like really, really served it. I'm shocked that she wasn't one of the names considered even in the top. Because I thought this was great. I thought she worked it well, and it's just really eating.
No, this is my favorite look of the night. I love this.
I saw somewhere on Twitter that they said Utica made this. You know who that is?
Yes, that's my favorite girl from Simone season. You remember Utica? She's the one who wore the not
I didn't finish that season, so I really don't.
But you remember not bean bags, but what are they called? Sleeping bags. She made sleeping bags into this big old outfit. That's Utica. That's Utica. Okay. You remember I loved her so much. And you was like, oh, not you in love with Utica, but that's my girl.
Yeah. I always hear that like she is like one of the best seamstress ever.
I love her. But yes, I'm not surprised Utica made this. This looks fucking amazing. God damn it. My favorite look.
She looks
And you
good.
know what? It makes sense that this is my favorite look because Utica had some of my favorite looks of that season.
Yeah, no, Utica would have killed this challenge the way she be quilting.
Amen.
Alright.
Okay. Next, we have Hormona Lisa.
Like I
That damn
said,
white
I
face.
thought
Take
it
that
was
damn
kind of
face off.
cute. I thought this was a cute look.
I did
Simple.
too.
It wasn't like high on my list at all, but it was cute.
It was cute. I agree. It was cute. I didn't hate it actually either. And then when it's spread out, especially, it looks even better in my opinion. But it's cute. I just hate her makeup personally.
I'm and that's the thing. What pisses? I'll talk about it when we get to her.
Okay. And then Ariette.
Boom. This is the girl I was talking about. Ariette. Okay.
I get why she's in the bottom.
Hold on. What is this fabric? Because they were saying it doesn't fit the category. I was like, is that not quilted fabric? Because I couldn't tell from the TV.
I didn't,
especially because not like it looks similar to some of the other girls' look. So is this confirmed not quilted fabric? I think
it can be quilted. To me, I think quilt is a more thicker thing. This kind of looks very thin. I think a lot of the other girls had thicker material to theirs a little bit. But I think it is quilt. But honestly, also for me, you had too much non-quilt. It's kind of just this thing wrapped around her. When she takes that off, she still has a whole leather bodysuit on. So it's like it's not dominantly quilted. So compared to some of the other girls where most of their pieces are the quilt, or they literally are just wearing quilt, it's like you're the least on theme.
I will say, like, but this picture does not do it justice. She worked the fuck out of this. Like, she works everything. Maybe I just have an Ariette bias. I'm not gonna lie, but I have loved every single look that she's brought to this runway. I think that she serves it. I love her individual style. I feel like it's unique every time, but it's Ariette, and that's what confused me. Why Michelle came from her makeup? Because I will say, we were just talking about it on other podcasts. The girls need to switch it up, right? However, I wasn't talking about Ariette. I'm not gonna lie. I think Ariette eats it. I think the style Ariette gives, I feel like works for the looks that she gives. The reason why I would say that about Hormona, Susie, Lana, Acacia is because not every outfit they wear matches. I feel like with Ariette, the makeup matches the looks. You know, so I agree. She should be switching it up. I'm not mad about the critique. I'm just upset that there are like 5 to 6 other bitches that wear the exact same makeup and it's crickets. And like, for example, Susie, she switched it up this round. However, the switch up wasn't drastic. It wasn't like a completely different look. You could still see the whiteness all up in that face area. I'm just like, when are the other girls going to get this critique? Also, I'm like, we're just going to let Acacia make it to like episode 6, like with this basic ass drag and this terrible ass makeup. Like, I'm just confused. Out of everyone to call out for their makeup, I don't think it should be Ariette, because another thing is too, no shade, Susie's makeup doesn't look good. Neither does Hormona's. Sometimes Lana doesn't either. Ariette's look good. Like, you can't look at Ariette's makeup and say it looks bad. That's why I don't call it out. I only call out the ugly looking ones.
I felt like I could be wrong, but I kind of felt like it was more so, I'm letting you know this so you can literally win the whole competition. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I felt like it was more so, girl, you could be a winner, baby. And the one thing that would prevent you from winning is switching up that makeup. So switch that makeup up. No shade to the other girls. They're about to go home. What is there to say to Acacia? You're going home next round. And not that Michelle, but I do think this is what because it came from Michelle Visage. And Michelle Visage is very intentional about what the fuck she says and who she says it to. And I've noticed that over the last couple seasons I've been watching. And I think she knows that this is a bad bitch and this is a queen, and that she's letting her know, I'm trying to make it positive. But also, I will say,
I see that though, honestly.
Some of the other girls haven't been in the bottom yet, somehow. And because of that, they haven't had the chance to kind of critique. I just think
that's what confuses me the most. Like, this should have been Lydia's time in the bottom, Acacia's time in the bottom, Lana's time in the bottom. Like, a few of the girls could have been in this bottom getting a critique, and you chose Ariette. Now, if we're also judging it based on the challenge, I guess she's one of the people that you could see as a standout, weaker performer.
And it's just not quilted for your pleasure. I mean,
it's not quilted for your pleasure. They are very much saying that this is not the category. So I guess based on all of those things, yes. But
no, you're spilling too. She looks good. I don't have a problem with her makeup. And I get you. I definitely want a variety, But I don't, like you said, I don't care for Ariete yet. This seems like a critique she should have gave her at top 6 when it's only 6 bitches left and it's all the girls who've switched it up already and her. Then I would understand it. It just felt so early to give this critique, but maybe it being early can work out.
I mean, to her first, it's just crazy. All I know is when the
Yeah.
girls in the bottom, I better hear the same thing because this
Amen.
is not the only person you're gonna tell to switch it up. Like, and she
Amen.
told Susie to switch it up too, and she's been trying to do that.
Let's slide into Susie.
Now, this I love. I wish some of these were photographed better because
she's not photogenic. She's not photogenic.
Yeah,
every photo
that
of Susie,
devil
she looks a
looks
mess.
bad too.
She's not photogenic.
And that's what I mean by Susie, because she switched it up, but you can still see that white in that face. That's that Susie in that,
I like this
nose area. I like
this.
this though. If she gave more of this in multiple looks, I wouldn't mind it. Because honestly, this is the first time I think her makeup looked good. Every other episode,
I agree.
The makeup is not good.
And the hair. Thank God the hair is that she has hair.
Like, no shade. She was playing in Ariadne's closet this episode.
A little bit, huh? Literally,
I put this look as number 1. And I don't know if it's because it's Susie and I didn't know she was going to gag me like this. But girl, Susie, mama, like, and the way she worked it on that runway too, it's like Susie know what the fuck she doing.
She's
like,
such a talented drag queen.
Where it's like, I gotta stand a little bit. Gotta stand a little bit.
Yep. I love it. I truly love it. I loved everything she did. The fact that she reached out of her comfort zone without being asked. The fact that she had this wig to even wear. I was surprised. I didn't think she even had it in her to not wear that ugly ass Betty Boop wig. And she did. And it's already here on episode 4. Like, she has been at the top every single round. This time, shit, if you made her at the top, I wouldn't have been mad. They didn't, but she could have been a top and I wouldn't have been. Was she? No, she could have been a top. Yes, she was a top. She's been a top again. She's a top every fucking round. She's a top every round, and she deserves it. This is a winner, baby. This is truly a winner,
baby. This is the competition for real. This is the real. I think this, like, from the outside looking in, I'm like Lexi a little bit, but I think in the competition, based on
what we see
happening, it's Susie.
It's Susie motherfucking too. Put some respect on her name, bitch. She forced me to. I love it. I love a girl who forces me.
I literally,
because I didn't want to.
Susie gonna be a mess this whole time.
Yep.
Literally, I was like, the drag ain't bad, but I mean, it's Susie.
It's like,
and now episode 4, I'm like, bitch, this is Susie.
Susie motherfucking too. Next. Lana
now,
Del Rey.
I'm not gonna lie. I lived for this. I thought it was kind of out there. At first, I was like, okay, what is the colors giving? But I feel like it's giving like this like campy type of vibe. Like, and I also love like the way this quilted piece is like put together, especially like the little leg situation she has going on.
Yep.
I'm living for the hair. Like, I think this is really good. It looks great on her body, and she worked it so well. Like, this is one of my favorites.
It's and you don't even have it all together yet. Let me wake you up.
Ooh,
it's giving. What is that show? Because I can't remember the era. American Horror Story, 1995, 1996. You know that era? The leg warmers, the side ponytail. She's literally wearing leg warmers and a side ponytail, and she's giving those colors of that era. This is an era piece. And she made it camp, and she has the ponytail, and she has those little colors, and she has the leg. This is a whole story. Bitch, give this girl the win, not the win, because the other shit wasn't eating no shit to me. But this is amazing. I love this.
Lana, it's like Lana's one of those hit or miss girls.
Hit or miss.
And
she has 2 great looks, amazing looks, and then she has everything else that's actually terrible. It's so polarizing. So polarizing. So I wonder how she'll do. I think she's one of the girls who's making it like top 7, top 8, and then it's gonna be like, ooh, lip sync for your life. Ooh, lip sync for your life. Ooh, lip syncing for your life. Unless she eats up the challenges, that could bring her up. So if she has a bad look, if the challenge was amazing, maybe she can be like, okay, you've had good looks, we'll let you stay. So we'll see how she goes. She just needs to be consistently good so she can win. If she's not consistent, chop. Next we have, I hate it.
I actually didn't hate it. I think here it looks bad. Not gonna lie. I wish we could like clip the video, but girl, MTV would strike that down.
Even in the video,
I thought it looked good in motion. I like that, you know, she kind of gave this like shorter look a little bit. I actually did love like the little doilies on the hair piece. I thought that was really cute. I just think we're at a point with Acacia where it's like I'm already over her, honestly. So I'm just like, this was a good look, but it's not standout. So I'm like,
And I think one of my, you know what, because this particular look, let me get off her a little bit. This particular look is not bad. She put it together well. It's okay. It's just too similar to her last couple of looks, in my opinion, because she wore the what's that big lady with the big hair? It was kind of a similar color. She had the same long arms. Like, I don't know. It's just blending all together for me. And then also, it's not standing out. Why is everything you wear white? I don't know. I just need more colors from here. Something. I just need something. This gave me nothing. And it's not ugly. You're right. But it gave me nothing. And then the last couple of ones were disgustingly ugly. And then on top of that, you aren't good in the challenges. So for me, I wouldn't mind putting her in the bottom. Not this round, because there were people who walked out looking crazy. But soon, Acacia needs to be forgotten. Next.
Period.
Still not gagging.
Lydia. Now I remember liking it on the runway. Seeing it again, I'm like, ooh.
Even on the runway, I hated it. I was like, yeah. And I was forced. You know what was crazy? I was like, let me look real hard. Didn't find anything.
I'm really curious as to what the judges are going to start saying about Lydia, because she's been safe so far every round.
Yeah.
But at some point, she's gonna have to get some type of criticism, because at this point, the looks, it started to remind me of Lucky Stars, like what I was saying about her. The looks are so out there that it's kind of hard to critique it and compare it to the other girls. But she's not in the top spot for a reason.
Yes.
So I'm just like, I feel like low-key, they're gonna be like ruthless with this girl if she goes in the bottom, because to me,
and she's gonna be shocked. She's gonna be like,
I had like none of the looks she's brought out has been a serve for me. It's not. And I definitely get what the girls were saying about her concept and her type of drag. So I definitely see that. But like I said, the way I look at this, I look at it as how I looked at Lucky, where it's like, I really don't get it. Like, I'm just going to be honest about saying it. I don't get it. I'm very ignorant to the type of style that she's giving. And so it's like, it's hard for me to be like, oh my God, I'm gagging the eleganza down. And maybe that makes me a basic bitch. That probably makes me a very basic ass bitch. It probably does. Because I don't get it. I respect it, but I don't get it. I really don't.
But it's like, you can do this, and well, at least for me, you can do this, and I can get it, because Lucky Star's intro look was amazing, and she gave it. And honestly, of the two, I prefer Lucky Star's. Hers are more concise. Hers are more understandable. Hers are more, not even just understandable, but concise. It looks good. It looks presentable. This doesn't look presentable. It's ill-fitted, as all of her outfits are. Why can I see that there's spaces in between your, like, it should be fitting you properly. Not one outfit has fitted her properly, and that is not pleasing to the eye.
I think that's like her main superpower, is that she's likely creating all of these looks herself. Especially like in a round like this, a lot of the girls are coming out with their best, and that's the thing. A lot of the girls are using designers, Utica, taking Monet Exchange literal outfit. She's making this, and that is impressive. However, that's why it looks the way it looks.
Yeah, and I feel like if everything you make is fitting you this way, you need to not make everything, and that's okay sometimes. Or maybe you need somebody to help you make it, because this just doesn't look good to me. And I feel like it could have been made better, because I guess she is the couch, she is the quilt, but I'm not gagging. Next. She looks amazing. I will say, when she came out, I was like, okay, this is her best look. I immediately hated the fact that her hair was not there. I was like, why don't you have a hair? This look could have been amazing if you had hair and if it was out. And then I'm so sick of her with these leotards or whatever they are. So I wish she would have did something different in the front and just make this a full dress. If it just was also had a front piece instead of it being a flowy cape, I would have liked it better, because it's like, be different, do something else. But I think she looks good. Look at the skin.
I'm at the point where I can't. I feel like I've said too much negative stuff about Corey.
No, keep going, please.
I don't want to do that. I don't want
to. Oh, I'll do it. She looks a fucking mess, actually. When you turn around, the whole back is out, and then they caught her out on it, because it looks like a bib on the back of her neck, and it's like, why does that look like a bib? That should have came all the way down to connect at the back and then leave your back open. Instead, she has a bib on. This is basically a cape that she's wearing, that she's like stuffed into her corset and then put it on. So basically, you're just wearing this. I was trying to be the good guy, and I was gonna leave it back. But anyways, basically, you're wearing the same outfit you've been wearing, and then stuff the cape into it, and then had it coming out your back. The hair pisses me off. Why don't you have hair? And then she had a long braid that she took out at the lip sync. I'm thinking that would have been better with this outfit. Why do you have it tucked in? Silly.
Yeah.
Next. Chop. She should have went home. Jules Sparkles. Jules Sparkles is truly I was gonna say the evolved version of George's. I just feel like it's like, you know, Pokemon, and you have the initial and then you have the evolution. This is the evolution of George's because it's like it's still simple to me. I thought all of her looks are simple in my opinion, but they're simple eleganza. They're simple elevated. They're like slightly more simple. So I think that is helping me enjoy it. I don't think this is ugly. I think it's cute. It's just simple to me.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't agree with that. I think that when I think of Georges, I think barely anything on and not even simple, just a rag, like less than simple. Like no shade, no shade, no shade. I think Jules, every single look, there's been a different hair. Because at first I thought she was going to give this Ariana Grande aesthetic all the time. She does not. There's been different hair. There's been different makeup. And I think every look has been unique in its own way. I actually did enjoy this a little bit. I like that it was kind of given like this like super Disney villain a little bit. Like, I don't know. I thought it was kind of cut. And I don't think her looks are simple. Like, I go back to the green she wore last episode, the way she like, whatever the fuck she primped it. And then
that was simple to
tight.
me.
Like, I thought it
looks simple to me. Yeah.
I mean, I guess
it's just like a body.
That's just me though. I think it threw me off was a George's comparison because I don't see that. I think she's a way better drag queen.
Ooh, somebody clip that and post that on Twitter. But no, I do agree.
Looks like
I do agree, but that's why I said elevated.
That's why dancing and other stuff. Like no, but
with the looks, that's why I said it's elevated. To me, I think it's simple. If you don't think it's simple, you don't agree. I think it's simple, but I think it's an elevated simple. So that's why I can make the comparison because I do think it's simple. I think this was simple. Thought her last look was simple. Thought her intro look was simple. I thought her first
intro look was simple.
I thought her first runway was simple. I thought the one where she had her ass out in the heart and she just was wearing I think they're all simple in my opinion. I get why somebody else wouldn't, but that's how I see it.
I mean, so I definitely agree. Like, it's not something like, oh my god, like she's not walking. Yeah,
like she's just not.
I don't expect her to give. Like the dress Crystal Envy walked out. I don't expect Love. I don't expect that from her. But if I'm talking about this competition and in comparison to some other girls I've seen, specifically George's, I think she's better.
She is. I agree. That was my whole comment. She's literally the better version. Like, well, maybe
the evolution.
It's not even comparison. Like, you wouldn't even put the two in the same category.
Basically,
I do. To me, they're both simple, and she's just a better version of being simple. And I think that's what it is. Fuck Georgia specifically. I just think there's a lot of drag queens who come out there and they have simple looks. They have a more average base elevation of their drag, and I think this is just kind of an average base, and she's slightly adding things to elevate it a little bit, but it's still not all the way there. I think I just want her to go farther and push herself a little inch more. This is like a step above some of those other drag queens who don't do shit to me. And this is like, you're good at it. You have a great idea. You have a great concept every single time. You look good every single time, but something about it is missing that next level. Like, it's almost like I see her in the end game, but she has to lose against Anya, Lexi, and Susie too, because there's another level that she's not hitting. It's like a ceiling, a glass ceiling. And I think that's how I'm feeling. I just didn't know how to express it.
I guess so early in the competition, that's not something I'm thinking of. Like, I'm just thinking who's the top bitches, and I think she's a top bitch.
She is. I do agree. I just want her to break that glass ceiling and get out of there, queen. Next we have on your motherfucking nerve. I hate that we can't see her hair because the black.
I'm so mad how some of these pictures photographed. Like, y'all are not catching my girls good. Okay?
She looks good.
And I think this is another reason why I would compare Anya to some of the older drag queens, because of course, like, drag in these older seasons, it wasn't about designed looks from someone else that's giving couture, that's giving Vogue, that's giving Glamazon down. You know what I mean? It was very simple things that was put together. And like, I think this is the definition of something that's simple, but it's so unique. It's presented so well that it looks like a fucking couture gown, or just something elegant, something that's like drag. So you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's why I compare her to like BB Zahara Benet. Like, I feel like a lot of BB's looks were like, you could say, especially in comparison to now, simple, but it's like, I don't want to say true origin of drag, but like, for what the earlier seasons were giving, most of them, like, I just think this fits that aesthetic. Like, it's not anything crazy, but unlike we just talked about with Jules, like I do feel like she makes the mark. Like I think that because even last episode, they're like, "Oh, that's a very simple gown. All you did was put trim on it," and it's like she looked better than all of y'all.
Yep.
Like, how is she still top 3 with this simple ass look? Like, genuinely, like she looks great. And I think it's all about the energy. It's the aura that she gives off. Like she's so confident. She works it so well, and it's just like it's so connected to her personality. So it's like I don't know. I think that she really she can do it. Like she can. I think she can continue to give this a little bit, and that would be enough. Honestly.
I agree. And like I agree that it's comparable to old drag queens. And what I was about to say was it's about the charisma. When they were in the olden days of drag, it was more important for you to sell what you're wearing. And if you don't sell it with that charisma, then it doesn't work. And I think in new drag, because the garments have become so complex, and because you can go to designers, and because you can get people who are super duper seamstress, it's become more about what you're wearing and less about how you're presenting what you're wearing. And what Anya has is that old school drag queen presentation. She is going to make it elegant, because the last it was Monopulence. She made it Monopulence. This one, she's making it feel like quilt. Because even Michelle Visage was confused because she was judging it. She was like, this is a different type of quilt for sure. And then when Arietta came out, she was like, oh, that's not a quilt. And it's like, honestly, no shade, they're wearing just the same amount of quilt, but she made you feel the quilt. Like it's like, this is quilt, isn't it? Huh? She's like mesmerizing you. She comes out and it's like, oh, this is exactly what I wanted, isn't it? Huh? Like she's barely quilt compared to some of the other girls. Some of the other girls came in full.
That's still my mama.
My mama. She ate it the fuck up. Give her the win. Next. So Sam Star. Let me stop.
I mean, honestly, I was
just
down.
Nothing to say, actually.
Like, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Like, I really need someone to dissect Joella's brain. And I mean, like, with, a knife, really get in there and see what's going on in there. Like, because what the fuck? And I'm thinking, like, oh, she's walking. There's going to be a big reveal.
Right.
And
it wasn't reveal, it was Rue.
Rupaul. Ooh. Like, is she stupid?
Yes.
Like, genuine. Like, no shade.
She is. Shade. Is she stupid? Is that what you're going to say, really?
Because this bitch walked out with a pillow. Mm-hmm. She's wearing a pillow. Mm-hmm. Like, and this is not even like you did. And it's like did not take the concept and turn it into anything. You walked out in a pillow,
and that's the issue. I think it's not a good idea. I think she has a brain. It's a good idea. She just does not know how to execute. I'm gonna explain why. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my best. I think someone could have walked out in a pillow and made it theirs. I imagine this, except her arms are out, her legs are out, and she has it cinched in the seat. So now her waist is tight. It's accentuated. The bottom is out, the top is out. Then you're a pillow and you're cinched and your face is out and you actually look good. Your legs, your arms, your face, your body is still there and it's cinched. Now you at least have something. I'm trying to do something because it's stupid is what it is. But I'm just saying she's even worse of a drag queen because not only do you look stupid, you could have did even more with just this and you didn't. Like you just came out in a pillow and you could have came out in a
that's what pisses me off. It's like this is it. Like she knew she was going home tonight, right? Like, no way you thought this was gonna come out on the runway and it was gonna get you somewhere. No. And honestly, none of them bitches in that goddamn workroom her friends because someone should have let her know. I would have said, Joella, take this off.
I always wondered, do they ever try to help the girls if they come out looking crazy? Because
I can see why they wouldn't. In this situation, the thing is, Joella's not gonna outdo me. So I would let Joella know. Joella, do you really think you want to go? I mean, I just think that you were in the bottom last week, so that's how I be with my customers.
Show them something.
That's how I be with my customers. Let me just walk you through it because I'd be like, oh, let's go ahead and reset the username. They'd be like, oh, let's just make it my first and last name. I'm like, oh, you sure you want to do that? I mean, your account was just hacked, ma'am. Yeah, but I can't think of anything different. And it's like, okay, well, let's try and do that. Like that's how I would approach Joella. Joella, you were just in the bottom last week. Don't you think that you should give something that looks good?
I wouldn't have said shit. We would have went to Untucked and I would have said, Joella, you look a fucking mess.
I'm not in the Untucked.
Yep. I would have been like, honestly, I see why you're in the bottom. Look at you. Look
No,
at you.
honestly, that what Lana should have did. She should have been like, "Oh, Jolie, you said a lot to say about my look, but you look crazy
Yeah.
tonight, huh?"
Because literally, what is there to judge? As a judge, this would piss me off because I'm like, what am I supposed to judge? I can't even see your face. You only have shoes on, and then you're just wearing a pillow with nothing on it. Mind you, why the fuck does the pillow have nothing on it? Well, I guess the back has Rue's face. I'm sick of this. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, we talked about it for too long, honestly.
Sam Star. I mean, it's cute, but it's basic to me. Sorry.
I don't think it's basic. I think it looks great, and I love that she added the bed part that connects to the hair. I feel like it just gives uniqueness. Like I think, like I said earlier, she really takes these concepts and she adds her little own touch to it that really stands out. I think that gets their attention. Like, and the details on this dress. I mean, I don't know if she made it, but I think it looks fucking great, and that's why I say, I would say as far as like looking like a gown from just straight up quilts, I do feel like Scarlett and Sam did that kind of the best this episode, because I just feel like this looks like a well-crafted gown, and it's literally made out of sleeping bags, it looks like, and then she adds this little top part to really sell the sleeping fantasy. Like I think it eats.
I love the top part for sure. I just somebody said the zipper is cute. I like the zipper. The zipper is cute. And the hair and the headpiece is great. I agree. The hair and the headpiece is great. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't.
I woke up like this.
And it is a good look. I can say objectively, but that's what I don't like about Sam and Crystal, because we're about to get in Crystal too. It is objectively good. No one in their right mind can say on paper this is a bad look. It's not bad. She looks amazing.
There's a reason why Anya won this episode,
and she wasn't even in the top. And that's the thing. It's a good look, and this, like, honestly, this is probably the most well put together look of the night, even more than Crystal's personally. But you're still not in the top because I'm bored. And if, at least for me, that's how I feel. I wouldn't have chose this at the top. I would have chose Anya, and Anya's is more simple than this. But Anya, she has something about her. She has something to it. You are boring. I'm sorry. Let me just go to the next, because I feel bad because she doesn't look bad. And I don't really even know how to say it, but she wasn't in the top. And why not? This looks great. But we know why not. She's boring. I'm sorry. Crystal motherfucking Envy.
She ate. I'm sorry.
Ate down. Ate the booth house down. I'm sorry.
She motherfucking ate. And I love a bitch. I love a bitch that I don't like. And they serve. Like, a lot of people be like, I hate a bitch that serve. It's like, no. Like, yes. It's even more impressive when I hate you. Yes. And you eat it up. Look at this, like, damn, bitch, I can't even be mad. Like, you are fucking cunt. Like, I'm sorry. The red. And then she walks out with this little gold quilt and under the red underneath, and then she reveals this bodysuit, mama. Like, honestly,
I loved.
If Anya didn't win, it should have been Crystal. It definitely should have been Crystal. Because I think she looks good. It was well orchestrated. Like, once again, uniqueness to her, not necessarily there. However, fuck it. The bitch looked fucking great.
She looks good. I love
the assignment was fucking met. Like, I think she ate this. She
ate this the fuck up. I literally love this so much.
The hair, the makeup, the body, and like, I love when I first saw it. It's like, this is a gown. Yes. And it's literally a quilt. Like, it's great. It was great.
It's so great. No, there's no notes. This is 10s across the board for sure.
Like, I have to give her 10s.
I don't remember what she did for the challenge, I will say, but I don't care. So yeah, the judges end up judging. They give the top scores to, well, kind of scores. Crystal Envy, Susie 2, and Anya Nerve were all in the top. And of course, Miss Anya Nerve wins the motherfucking challenge. Susie 2 and Anya have been in the top, and Crystal. They've all been in the top before. It's the same people getting rotated out. Honestly,
man gross.
So get into it. The bottoms were Joella, Arietti, we talked about that, and Corey King. And honestly, I mean, we finna get into our shit. They might have spilled, but they do their lip sync to Buttons. I'm telling you to loosen up my buttons. Joella didn't eat. Corey King stomped her out.
Didn't know any of the words.
Didn't know none of the words, especially to the rap. Corey King stomped her out, and Joella sashayed away. She didn't get the pull lever. Thank God.
Yeah, I actually is kind of frustrating that it is going to come again, because I'm like, ooh, when is it going to happen, and who is it going to happen for? Because
please be a good queen. I hope it doesn't happen until later. Like, it's top 7. It's only the good queens left. I don't need.
How many is it going to be? You think it's only just going to be 2?
It's just going to be 2. Well, they said it was just going to be 2, so I think it's going to be just 2. So hopefully one more goes to a top queen and not Corey King. No shade. But Lisa, let's get into our motherfucker ratings. Oh, Lucky Stars is
we've been
out,
here for a
baby.
minute. That's a long one.
As Lucky Stars is out, baby. Let's take her out. Bye, girl.
Bye, lucky girl. It's
Bye,
been
Lucky
real.
Girl. How can I take her out? Why is she not leaving? Remove her.
It's broken?
It's being ghetto. Oh, it's being ghetto as fuck. Oh, you know what I could do?
Not the ranking being ghetto.
As fuck. I can fix it. I can fix it. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta click out an ad.
Well, y'all, thank you for keeping it real with the kingdom.
We out. That's right.
Because what happened in Pharaoh? A bitch is tired.
Okay, Acacia forgot.
Who?
Once again, I forgot. It was this. I didn't like it, and then I don't even remember her challenge, girl.
The performance wasn't that good in the challenge. If we're going based off of look,
it was this. Yeah, child. Next, Joella Chop. She's not moving.
You gonna move Acacia?
Yes, I'm finna move Acacia. Next, Lydia B. Collins. Girl.
Chop.
Yeah, she hasn't moved. Do you know that? She's been chopped every round for us, and I know she has so many fans. I feel bad, but
like, hey, at this point, I just got to stay in my wrongness because I'll never get it. I'll never get it.
I'll never get it. Apparently, Corey King. I don't even know why she wasn't in Chop last time. Actually,
yeah, go ahead and put her in Chop.
Bye, girl. Lana Jure. I liked it. I think she was camp this time.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Let me think.
You want me to pull it back on?
Mid for sure. I don't know about camp. I like the look, but I'm also thinking about the challenge, and I'm like, okay, she wasn't. Like, I thought she did great in the challenge, but like, it wasn't like stand out enough for me to be like, okay, camp. You know,
that's true.
I think top and mid for sure.
I can agree with that. Let me do that. Crystal Envy. That look, honey.
And then she was really giving. She was puppeteering the whole goddamn mission. Like she was tumbleweed. She was getting the girls together. She was telling bitches what they were gonna be doing.
It was. She'll never be my mother. She'll never be my mother.
She'll never be my mother.
But
she's a mother this episode.
But yeah, for the episode for sure. I have no choice. She ate that shit up.
She ate it up. Like you have to give 10s when they're due. I will never not give 10s when they're due. I'm sorry. That's some hating shit.
Sam Star, her performance was trash, but the look was good.
Mid.
Not moving her. Jules Sparkles,
bottom of mid.
Both, yeah, everything was mid this episode. I agree. Lexi motherfucking Love. I'm not moving her from camp.
No, that's it. She's camp. Great performance, great look. You know, not one of the standout girlies these last 2 episodes, but she's so consistently good that I don't think she's gonna have an issue for a while.
I agree. Susie too. Dare I say my mother?
Mother, girl, we getting some new mothers this time, huh?
Oh my god, we get it. Oh my god, this is actually scary.
No,
she's
Susie
definitely my mother.
Deserves the mother category.
I agree. Hormona Lisa was camp last time. We like Hormona Lisa.
Look, but this time
she's mid this time.
I would say mid for sure.
She's mid this time, but she's here.
Put her above Jules.
I would put her above Jules as well.
Yeah, I'll put her above Jules because I think her solo performance was way better. I'm lucky when want to put her against Sam, but Sam look was T, so she would go okay where she at.
I agree. And then Ariette, ooh,
the competition was bad. The look was so good, but it didn't fit the theme. Mid. Ariette ain't going lower than mid. I'm sorry.
You gotta go bottom of mid. Yeah.
Bottom.
She has to.
I guess.
She just has to. She was in the bottom. She was literally in the bottom.
My sister, you gonna get back up there, girl.
On your nerve, put her back at 1. She was at 1 last time.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Anya's in mother again. That's my bitch.
It's crazy because when she started off, I'm like, oh my god, she's never gonna be a mother. We're never gonna have any black queens in mother. She's our saving fucking.
She's the
mother. And you know what I like about this? At the beginning, if y'all remember, we had a lot of people low, and it seemed so scary. But now, mid and up, we have a competition. Like we have a real drag race season. So I'm actually happy. Now, everybody below mid, just send them home now. No?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get them out of here. No shade.
Corey, Acacia, and Lydia. They could all go. I said it here first.
Yeah.
Let's throw Harmono in there too.
Hey.
No shame.
Can we get all 4 out on the 1 episode?
Thank God. We need a quadruple elimination.
He does do double elimination, so
let's do that.
Hopefully he has one this season. That'd be so nasty. The girls give it extreme lip sync. They flipping. They out of breath. They tired.
Ciao.
Bye, both of you.
Bye. Mwah. All right, y'all. We'll be back next week to discuss the rest of this or whatever. If you want to vote for our reality rewind and vote for a show for us to cover an old reality TV show for our series, then click the link in the bio. You only have 3 motherfucking days. So get your votes in now or forever hold your motherfucking peace. Thank you. Also, get into our other shows. We're doing the Traders US. We just did the finale to the Traders UK. We're also finishing our Jersey Shore rewind coverage. And then also we're going to be doing the challenge All Stars 5. So get into all of our other shit because we have a lot of other shit. And thank you for keeping it real with the motherfucking kingdom, bitch. We're out. Finally, thank God.
This was a long